The heated emotions of the rebels led to a swift and violent response against the Protestant Reformation. And recent analysis shows that the rebellion wasn't just a minor or a localized disturbance, but it actually came really close to achieving its goals in the West Country, and it threatened even the heart of government. So to give some background, in 1549, the Act of Uniformity was enacted to make the new prayer book compulsory, replacing the Latin liturgy. The protesters argued that the new English liturgy was like a Christmas game, possibly due to the provision of men and women filing into the choir on different sides. Justices arrived at the next services to enforce the change, resulting in an altercation that led to the death of a William Hellions, a proponent of the new liturgy. A group of protesters from Stamford Courtenay then marched to Exeter to demonstrate against the new prayer book. As they moved through Devon, they gained support and became a significant force. They laid siege to Exeter, they demanded the removal of all the English liturgies, and though some inhabitants of Exeter sent a message of support to the rebels, the city refused to open its gates and it remained under siege for a month. The issue of the Book of Common Prayer was actually the tipping point for the people of Cornwall and Devon. Decades of oppression followed by 2 years of skyrocketing wheat prices, the rapid enclosure of the common lands, and the attacks on the church led to this furious uprising. In Bodmin in Cornwall, an army rallied under the leadership of Henry Bray, the mayor, and 2 staunch Catholic landowners, Sir Humphrey Arundel of Helland and John Winslade of Tregarrick. Many of the gentry tried to hide in old castles, including St. Michael's Mount, which was besieged by rebels who created a smoke screen by burning hay. The gentry's shortage of food and the distress of women forced them to surrender. Sir Richard Grenville found refuge in the ruins of Tramonton Castle, but was enticed out to talk and was subsequently seized, and the castle was ransacked. Sir Richard and his companions were imprisoned in the Launceston jail, and then the Cornish army marched east into Devon to join forces with the rebels in Devon. A Lord Russell was dispatched from London to suppress the uprisings, but he found himself vastly outnumbered by the protesters and was unable to get any local support. He sent out desperate pleas for reinforcements to the government, and only after substantial aid arrived, including hardened mercenaries from Italy, Burgundy, and Albania, was he able to break through the besieging forces and relieve Exeter. However, Russell's troubles were not over yet. The rebels had regrouped in Stamford Courtenay and continued to defy him. He gathered even more reinforcements, and in mid-August, he led an army of 8,000 men out from Exeter to crush the protesters. A brutal day-long battle ensued, fought amid the fields and hedgerows surrounding the village where the trouble had initially begun. The rebels were ultimately defeated, scores were captured and subsequently executed. One local priest was even hanged in chains from his own church tower as an example to others.